Hi everybody, we're just going to have a look at a solution to this scientific simulator problem. A scientific simulator generates random numbers between -5 and 5. It counts how many numbers are negative and how many are positive. That's important. It counts how many are negative and how many are positive. So just while we're thinking about that, I'm going to create a variable called posCount and assign it a value of 0. And I'm going to create a variable called negCount, and I'm going to assign it a value of 0. These are going to be the variables that are going to help me count how many numbers are positive and how many numbers are negative. It stops when the number of positive numbers or the number of negative numbers has reached a greater than 5. So 6, 7, 8, etc. It stops when the number of net positive numbers or the number of negative numbers are greater than 5. So when one of these reaches 5, the program is going to stop. While both of these are less than or equal to 5, the program's just going to continue. So think about that for a moment. While both of these variables are less than or equal to 5, the program loops. Let's just get rid of those annoying. Okay, we'll just make that a comment. So while both of these variables are less than or equal to 5, the program's just going to loop. And when one of them becomes greater than or equal to 5, the program's going to stop. Okay? So while posCount is less than or equal to 5, that's one of the conditions, and negCount is less than or equal to 5, we're going to do something. Okay? What we're going to do is generate random numbers and determine if they're positive or negative and update posCount and negCount. Okay? So let's generate a random number using the random library's randint function. And the range is -5 to 5 inclusive. Now let's check that value. If it's greater than or equal to 0, we're going to call it a positive number. So posCount equals posCount plus 1. And the only other condition here is that it's not greater than or equal to 0, which means it's negative. So we could just use else. Else negCount is equal to negCount plus 1. Okay? So that's the loop. That's all we're doing. Now to help us see what's going on, I'm just going to put in a few print statements. I'm going to print x. I'm going to print the current posCount. And I'm going to print the current negCount. Just to see what's going on. This is going to help me test my solution, so I know that it's working correctly. I'm also just going to put a little delay here so we can see clearly what's going on as the program is running. So I'm going to use the time.sleep, and we're going to just sleep for 3 seconds at the end of each loop iteration. I imported the time library. So let's just have a look at this code, see if we can figure out what's going on. We're going to create 2 variables to store the results, while both of the variables are less than or equal to 5. We're just going to keep looping. Both of them have to be less than or equal to 5. As soon as one of them becomes greater than 5, the loop will stop. So this is the logic for that. While posCount is less than or equal to 5 and negCount is less than or equal to 5, we're going to loop. In the loop, we're going to get a random number. We're going to check it and update the appropriate variable. And then I'm just putting a little bit of test code here to test things. Okay? And at the very end of the loop, I think we're going to print out some results. In fact, let's just print out this. But this is outside the loop. These are my final results. So let's just put in final posCount is that, and final negCount is that. All right. let's run this and see if it works. So we generated 2, so pos count is 1, neg count is 0. We generated another 2, pos count is 2, neg count is 0. We generated -5, pos count is 1, neg count is 1. We generated -3, it's neck and neck, it's 2, 2. Another negative number, neg count is now 3. Which one is going to reach 5 first and go above 5? Neg count is now 4, neg count is now 5. And that's the end. Neg count made it to 6 first. So the final pos count is 3, and the final neg count is 6.